Welcome to Hard Way Learning. Today we are doing the master cylinder, but we're gonna start down here because we need to drain all the clutch fluid out first. The slave is right down here, so we're gonna loosen that bleeder and drain the clutch fluid, and then we're gonna disconnect the cabling because we're also gonna replace the line with just a single line. No more spiral line, which is hard to bleed. And then we're gonna do the master cylinder up top. So we will come in here, I believe it's like a 7 or 8 millimeter on that bleeder. Then we'll get all the fluid out, and then we will be back up top. As you can see, it's an 8 millimeter. We will loosen this guy, and then it starts dripping. Push it ever so slowly, maybe. Very, very lightly. So we will drain that all the way until the master cylinder clutch fluid reservoir is totally empty. Since we're replacing the clutch line, we're gonna take 10 millimeter on this guy and take the line off of the slave. And then also take this coil. So we got the line disconnected from the slave, and now we gotta get the rest of the line out. Since I'm replacing it with a steel braided line, we loosen this 10 millimeter nut. We gotta slip that guy off somehow. So this is sort of like a spring clip that retains the lower rubber hose. Pull it out with the pliers. You drop it several times, and then that frees up the lower hose, and we've got the same thing lower. I won't be able to film that, but it's another 10 millimeter that you remove just like this guy and pull the spring clip out, and then I'll get that lower hose off. Now we're gonna pull the top line out.
Proceeding to beat the out of your firewall.
Ooh. And now we probably want to loosen this guy. 10 millimeter on the master.
Potential spec class from the office.
I probably could just undo that bolt. What fun is that? Oh, my back is so tired. Oh my god, it's like right there. Come on. Come on. Come on. Alright, so in order to get the master cylinder off, there's a 12 millimeter down there and a 12 millimeter on the top. We don't have a deep socket that can get in there, so we're just doing tiny adjustments. And in a couple years, we'll have this master cylinder out. We got these bolts off. It only took us a couple decades. Those 12 millimeters, you pull the master out, put it on a rag. Oh, I wonder if we need this gasket. Assume an old gasket is better than no gasket. So we're gonna put this guy right in here and tighten those 12 millimeter bolts right back up. So now we've got our new master cylinder in. Everyone kind of recommends the, I forget which brand. All right, so now that we got our master tightened down, we're ready to run our new steel braided line. I'm just gonna try to follow the same path we had before. It doesn't fit in these clamps, but it should just kind of rest up there fine. So now we're gonna just take a little slide back and try to get this connected to the master. All right, so we got this fitting on. We ran it along the back just like the old line. I'm sure there's maybe a better way to do it, but we're just gonna zip tie it because, you know, hashtag race car / track day / Miata bros. Zippy dippy do. Zip tie it to this upper spot, you know, where that spring clip was before. And then here's what we did with the zip tie here. Down to the slave. Before we start pouring clutch fluid into the top, we're going to tighten our bleeder for 8mm back here, and it appears tight. So now we'll pour some fluid into the top, some DOT3 brake fluid into the clutch master reservoir. All right, so get our drain pan underneath. All right, pump it a few times. Pump it like a bunch, full throws, like all the way to the floor. Okay, pump it a bunch. Pump it more again. Okay, 4. Pump again.
2 hours later.
Alright, so that's basically the process to replace the line and the master cylinder. You have someone, while you've got the bleeder closed, you have someone pump the clutch a bunch, hold it in, let out some of the air with the bleeder, tighten it back, pump it more, and then eventually the clutch pedal will come, it'll start to feel normal. You want it to feel like there's resistance pretty much through the whole travel, and you want the fluid to be coming out smoothly, no foaminess, no bubbles, no nothing, and then it's good to go. As always, thanks for watching. Let us know how we can improve. It's really hard to get a camera in some of these spots, so I know it might be difficult to see what we're actually doing, but hopefully it gives you a good enough idea to do it on your own. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to Hard Way Learning. We've got more videos coming on this car, the RS3. Until next time.